started here in a couple minutes. Just need to let people know that I am live so they can tune in. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get started here in the 5-minute mark. Let's see. I need to go to some of my chats. Hey, Moonla, how are you? I'm going to get started here at 5 minutes. Let me see. I need to find the other chats that I'm in. I usually like to let all the people I know that I'm streaming, so hopefully they can tune in and enjoy the show. Yeah, there is a new Steven Universe tonight. I think tonight's the last new episode for this week. I don't know if there's going to be any more next week or not. But yeah, apparently this one has some stuff in it. Just in case any of my fans watch Steven Universe, I'm not going to say anything. I do know what it's going to be about, but I'm not going to say anything just in case you guys watch the show. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get started here at the 5-minute mark, just to give people some time to come in, and so I can have like a good audience for the show. Anna, hi Anna. How are you? Hey, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get started here in 3 minutes. I'm going to get started at the 5-minute mark. I'm going to give people some... I just heard... I don't know. I'm sorry if you guys heard that. My dad is yelling upstairs, so I apologize if you heard that. I don't know what the hell he's yelling at. But, hey. All right, I got 2 more minutes and then I'll get started. And I actually brought my charger this time down here because, yeah, I brought my charger down here because my computer almost ran out of battery during Tuesday's stream. So, yeah, I got my charger and hopefully it should all be good. And my hair's a mess today, but I mean, I'm fluffy. Yeah, I'm glad you did, Skinwalker. Actually, your name gives me a good idea, Skinwalker Millie. I might... Hey, Sabrina Galaxy, how are you? But Skinwalker, your name gives me a good idea. I should do a live stream one day covering Native American myth, like mythology and legends. I think that would be a cool live stream. Would you guys be down for that? Let me know. So I'm going to get started here in 1 minute here. And then I'll be good. And is Skinwalker? No, I don't know why I said that. But is Native American mythology your favorite, Skinwalker? That's what I meant to say. Because if it is, if you guys like Native American mythology, I would happily do it because I love that stuff myself. So I'd do it. And yeah. Oh no, I'm knocking stuff over. I'll get it later, whatever. But if you guys wonder, like every stream, like why I almost always fall over, it's because this is what I'm sitting on, these little tiki bar stools, and these things are very wobbly. They were outside. They're supposed to be getting fixed soon, but I don't know why we keep them down here. But that's the reason why I keep almost tipping over every live stream. It's just because these things are like super wobbly. All right, let me see. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, it's a 5-minute mark. I'm going to get started. All right, guys. Hi, welcome to Cryptocast. your source for all things crypto-related, unknown, and paranormal. I'm your host, Parker, and today we're going to be talking about a little more on that paranormal side with haunted dolls and haunted toys. Now, before we get started, I would like to say I'm getting fan art, so I'm really happy about that. It's slowly but surely making it up on the wall in the back. I won't be able to print it out until next weekend because my dad doesn't like me touching his printer, so I got to do it kind of discreetly. But I am getting fan art, so I am going to get that up here as soon as possible. I just got this one yesterday. This is really cool. I'll move you guys closer a bit so you can see it better. It is a mermaid and a hippocampus. It's one of those fuzzy art things. Someone I know named Sophie gave this to me. So if you guys like it, in the chat, tell Sophie thank you. We got this beautiful piece of fan art. Now it's slowly not looking as dull in the back here. But like I said, if you guys would like to submit fan art to me, you guys can email. You guys can send it to me through my social media links in the description below. You guys can send it to me through Tumblr, Twitter, even Gmail or my Discord server. I will always, any fan art I get, I'm going to post it right here in the wall in the back. So you guys, so everyone here in the stream can enjoy it. And last time, I don't know what happened, but when I did that Tuesday stream to make up for not having to stream last Friday, it was my sleep paralysis and the paranormal streams. It only uploaded about like 23 minutes of it onto YouTube out of my hour. I know a few people told me that it was fine, but when they watched it, but then I've had some people tell me that they only got to see the 23 minutes. So I don't know what happened there. So I'm going to just go with it this time. We're going to see what happens. And if it's still uploading 23 minutes, I will fix it because I don't know what the hell happened there. So we will give it a try, see what happens, and yeah, I'll just go with the flow, really. So a lot of you people out there have been asking me to do a stream on haunted dolls. I'm looking at you, Anna. So today we are going to be talking about some of these. Now, we're going to be talking about some of the more famous ones and some of the less famous ones because, I mean, as long as it's haunted doll, haunted toy related, I'm going to be doing that. Which also kind of brings me to another point as well. Speaking of haunted objects, I should just do a stream one day just dedicated to haunted, cursed objects or items from legend like Excalibur or something. Maybe if you guys would like to hear about some of that, I could do a stream about that one day. Just a thought, and I'm always taking suggestions for streams. So you guys can comment below, contact me on social media and be like, hey, can you do the stream over this? And I most likely will say yes if I haven't done it yet. But next Friday's stream, I'm going to be doing living dinosaurs that people still see today, like the Casirex, Mochilium membe, Nugema Monet, Meeblu, all these really cool like living dinosaurs that people claim to see. And yeah, something like Pandora's Box for that one objects one that I was talking about. But next week is going to be living dinosaurs. So if you guys like dinosaurs, be sure to tune in for that. It's going to be amazing. And then the week after that, Rena Galaxy in the chat right now, she actually asked me if I could do a stream on black-eyed children. And that is a stream that I've been wanting to do for a while. So in 2 weeks, I will be doing my black-eyed children stream. So if you guys want to be creeped the fuck out to oblivion, check that out in 2 weeks. Same time, unless something changes. And so anyway, let's get into the dolls. If you guys have any specific dolls you would like me to talk about, let me know in the chat. And like always, guys, the lines are open, so you guys can call in, be on the stream, talk to me about your haunted doll experiences, haunted dolls that you have heard about in legends and everything. And I would love to hear from you guys. So that's one of the reasons I do this. I love to hear from you guys and interact with you guys. So like I said, any haunted doll experiences, stories, any ones you want me to talk about, let me know in the live chat or call the number in the title of this video and I will put you on the air and we can talk about all this stuff. So Today we are going to be, so let me see. All right, Anna, I know you like dolls. So I'm going to actually have you start this off. Which doll should I talk about first? Do you want me to talk about, I'm going to start off with one of the more famous ones. Should I start off big by talking about Annabelle, or start off big as well by talking about Robert? I am going to let you pick. Robert, all right, you already read my mind. So one of my friends wanted to hang out. I'm just going to let him know just to give me a little bit before I start this. All right. Now, all right. So let's start with Robert. All right. A lot of people say Robert is a creepy looking doll, but I honestly think the doll itself is actually pretty dang cute. But that's just my personal thing. So Robert the doll, he was given to Robert Eugene Otto as a kid by the Eugene's, the Otto servant, which was a Haitian voodoo lady, and the doll looked just like Robert Eugene Otto. Now, Robert Eugene Otto, he changed his name just to go by Eugene because he let Robert keep the name Robert. And people said they used to, his parents, when they walked by his room, they heard him talking to someone in that room, and they heard a voice back that they knew that their son could not make. And they heard, and then eventually they moved out of that house. They left Robert up in the attic. Poor little guy got left behind. I feel bad for him. And someone else, and like this one family moved in, and this little girl found him, but she was terrified, so they kept him up in the attic. And people said as they walked by, drove by the house, they could see the doll just looking out the window. They could see like blinds closing, all that stuff, like he was doing something up there, just watching them. And when Robert Eugene Otto lived in that house, every time something happened, he said, Robert did it. And when he said that, his parents didn't believe him. They didn't know the doll was doing all this stuff. So there's all that stuff that's really creepy, but it's also cool at the same time. Eventually, that family of that one girl that moved into his old house, they went up. They donated Robert to a museum in Florida. Anna, I forgot which museum it was. If you know, let me know, because I forgot the museum. But he's in this glass case, and you can go and visit him. And always you have to ask him for permission to take his picture or video. And if you don't ask him for his permission, bad luck is said to come your way. Like, people end up getting like sick after they don't ask permission. Something bad happens in the family, like a divorce, loss of money, someone gets sick in the hospital. All this unfortunate stuff happens if they don't ask his permission. And yeah, it is in Key West. I forgot the exact name of the museum, but yeah, it is in Key West, Florida. But eventually, all these people that have had enough of their bad luck, they write apology letters to Robert the doll, and they're all around and they're on the wall in the back by his glass case, with all these notes saying, "I'm sorry I took your picture or video without permission." Yeah, East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida. That's it. Thank you, Anna. So if you want to visit him, go do that. Go to the East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida. Ask his permission to take his picture or video, because if you don't, you might have to end up writing a letter, and it will be on the wall in the back by his case. And some of the night guards there, they've seen him move. They're known to put like peppermints like in his case to kind of keep him calm when they're cleaning. And when they did that, they cleaned his room up a bit. They went into another room, came back, and the peppermint was gone. The wrapper was just laying there in his case. The mint was just complete. I'm sorry, my dogs went fucking nuts for a minute. I don't know what that was about, but the peppermint was completely gone. All of the wrapper was just in there, and apparently the night watchman who saw that the mint was gone and the wrapper was in there. Apparently he quit like on the spot after that because he was too freaked out. But I wonder what the voice sounded like that they knew their son couldn't make. Do you think it sounded like a demon? Apparently, the voice, it was like a really kind of deep, rough, raspy voice that like their 10-year-old son could not make. So I kind of imagined it would be something like this or something close to those lines. But it was a really deep, really raspy voice. Harsh, kind of rough voice, kind of, I mean, I guess I would say maybe kind of like chain smoker-ish. The doll didn't smoke, obviously, but I mean, that's just the closest way I can describe it, is like a chain smoker voice. Like deep, rough, raspy, something that their 10-year-old son at the time could not make, which is really, really freaky. So that is Robert the Doll, and he still is in that East Martello Museum in Key West right now as we speak. So you guys can go, feel free to visit him if you want. Be sure to ask his permission if you want to get a picture or video of him. One day I do want to go to that museum, and I will ask Robert's permission, and I might try to. Oh no, that one's really freaky. I'll get to that one in a little bit, but but one day I would like to go to the East Martello Museum, and ask Robert's permission and maybe do a little live stream with the doll. I think that would be kind of cool. That is like, it's not happening anytime soon though. Like in the way distant future, I would like to do that at some point. It's on my bucket list. And Skinwalker Millie, you have a really good one that you just mentioned. The doll that aged. I was watching a video on the doll that aged. I was going to make a comment, but you beat me to it. Okay, this one really, really freaks me the fuck out. Oh my god! But I completely forgot about it, but I will talk about it since you brought it up. This one freaks me the fuck out though, like so badly, but I will talk about it. I get bad feelings like when I watch videos about it because it's that creepy, but I will talk about it for you guys since you brought it up. So apparently this one daughter lived in this house with her parents. She moved out. Later, her parents went through, like years after she moved out, the parents went through the attic and they saw this thing and they opened up a box and they saw like this old looking doll, like facially old body looking. And then they were horrified because it was in the same clothes that the girl's doll that she played with when she was a child was in. And this doll, it was the exact same doll, but it aged. It had like wrinkles, like where people normally age, like if you can see right here, it had like these kind of wrinkles that were there. The face was really wrinkly and droopy, and it was really creepy. Yeah, I don't like watching videos about it because it freaks me the fuck out. But the doll that aged, they say it aged along with the girl. But that is super creepy. So that's the one that really freaks me the most out. And obviously the parents were really freaked out. So I think they put the doll back in the box and it's still up in the attic today. So that is really freaky. I wouldn't want to be the one that finds that. Oh, La Pascualita. That is a very good one. Thank you. Now, she is not a doll, really, but she is a mannequin. And so I kind of consider her in this mix the same. Alien Act 47, how are you? Thank you for coming to the stream. But yeah, I think it's La Pascualita. She is in a bridal shop in Chihuahua, Mexico. I'm going to talk about that one, Rena Galaxy. It's really creepy, but I love this one so much. You're going to like this one. And I'm doing good, Alien Act 47. Thanks for asking, and thank you so much for coming out to my show today. Today's Haunted Doll, so if you have any Haunted Dolls you would like to mention that you want me to talk about Alien Act 47, let me know, and I will definitely cover them in the show. And I almost fell again because of these dang bar stools. So, the human mannequin, it is known as La Pascualita in Chihuahua, and it's in a bridal shop in Chihuahua, Mexico. It's up right against the window. And the thing that really unnerves people about this doll, it's not a doll, I mean mannequin. The thing that really nerves me about this mannequin, it has been there. It was put up right after the owner's daughter died, and the mannequin looks strikingly similar to the owner's daughter. And the thing that freaks people most out about it, they only have, she does have veins, like in her hand, like you can't see these on camera, but you can see like the little tiny blue veins like running in her hand, running in her fingers. Like if it is just a mannequin, it is very, very detailed, okay? Like very detailed. And it has lifelike hair. Yeah, just look at my wrist, these blue veins right here. It has those like in the arm, on the hand, like you can see her veins visible. So people think that this is actually the daughter of that La Pascualita is the daughter of the shop owner that has been on display for so many years. And the thing that freaks people out too, only certain people are allowed to change her bridal outfits for display. Only certain people are allowed to. Yes, and they say she also moves positions throughout the day. Thank you, Skinwalker, Millie. But yeah, only certain people, and I just covered Robert the Doll, Alien Act 47. You just missed him. Sorry about that. But yes, she changes positions throughout the day. Apparently, one of the people who was tasked with changing her clothes, they changed her clothes off. They accidentally hit her hand, and her hand felt squishy, like human flesh, which is freaky. So people still think that La Pascualita is the owner's daughter, that the old owner's daughter who died, and she is on display in the shop because she was about to get married, but she died, and she was never able to get married. And if you watch this one YouTube channel called Ask a Mortician, she's a really good YouTuber. I watch her sometimes. She has really good videos about like history, about what they did with dead bodies back then. She says that La Pascualita is just a really detailed mannequin because, according to her, the bodies of these people, they can't, like after so long, they can't hold together that very well. She did a whole video talking about La Pascualita. So she thinks that it's a really detailed mannequin because obviously, like, it's really hard to preserve a body and keep it almost lifelike. So it could be a mannequin just haunted by her spirit or another spirit, or it could be just another, or they say it could actually be her body. So we are not entirely sure about what it is. It is very, very freaky. And I will get to that, Alien Act 47. I'm going to get to the Island of the Dolls to... Alien Act 47, I'm going to get to the Island of the Dolls probably closer to the end of the stream because there's so much stuff on that island that I'm going to need a little time to talk about. So I'm going to get that a little bit towards the end of the stream because that will be something really cool to close the show off with tonight. But yeah, La Pascualita, mannequin or actual human body. You guys can be the judge about that. I'm still uncertain. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below or in the live chat. I would love to hear from you guys about what you have to say about that. Actually, I'm going to make that I'm going to start doing a question of the day thing where I ask you guys a question and you guys can respond to it if you choose to. So the old store owner's daughter. You guys can be the judge about that. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. I'll try to interact with as many comments as I can because I love to interact with you guys. So please let me know your thoughts on that, and I'd be happy to hear from you guys. Now, Skinwalker Millie, you got me into my next one right now with the real Annabelle doll. Now, this is why I try to be careful about what I get from antique shops. I love antique shops. I collect old antique toys and old antique stuff. So I try my best to be careful with what I get from antique shops. So the Annabelle doll, the real Annabelle doll. So if you guys have seen the movie The Conjuring and the Annabelle movie, she does not actually look like that doll. They made her look so much more scary for the movie, when in reality, she is a Raggedy Ann doll. Raggedy Ann and Andy. Except there's no Andy, it's just Raggedy Ann. So, Annabelle. So, this one mom got her grown daughter a Raggedy Ann doll from an antique shop for graduating medical school or something along those lines. They kept it in the apartment, and eventually they noticed throughout the day the doll changed positions, was in different locations in the house. Eventually, they found notes around the house saying, "Help me," or just like little notes like, "Hi, help me," all this stuff just around the house. And so they knew something was off with the doll. So they called in a sidekick, and they said the doll was haunted by a little girl spirit named Annabelle Higgins, who just wanted to be friends with them and liked living with them. And the girls were like, and they said that she felt safe with them. And the girls were like, okay, yeah, if she feels safe with us, we will let her stay here. She's welcome to stay here if she wants. And eventually, things just got a little more drastic. Like, they started to find, like, blood in places that there shouldn't be blood, like blood splotches on the doll's dress and everything that shouldn't be there. And one of the girl's boyfriends came over and said that there was something wrong about the doll and that they think they should get rid of it. He went home, and during the middle of the night, he woke up, he couldn't move, so kind of back to sleep paralysis here. And he could have he woke up, the doll was, like, choking him out. And he woke up, he thought it was a dream, but he had, like, red marks on his neck from where the doll was choking him in his dream, or what he thought was a dream. So they knew something was off. So they called the famous Ed and Lorraine Warren, the demonologists. They came in, did some stuff. They said that the doll was not haunted by a girl named Annabelle Higgins, but a demon pretending to be a girl. And that demon's main motive was to eventually possess one of the girls. Kinky. But the doll's main motive was to eventually possess one of the girls and use the person as a vessel instead of the doll. So the Warrens took it back to their occult museum. I don't know where their museum is. I forgot exactly. But they took it back to their occult museum, and on the way there they had to drive really slowly because the doll was making the car, like, swerve. Things happened with the car. They had to be very careful about it. And now it is in a glass case with a cross on it that says, absolutely, positively, do not open. And you can still go visit the doll in their occult museum to this day. But something happened along those lines later. This one motorcycle in there, does it get out a lot? Really? I did not know that. I thought it just messes with people. It just causes harm to people from inside the case. I didn't know it gets out a lot. That is new on me. I will have to look into that, but thank you. This one motorcyclist came in, he mocked the doll, like saying, yeah, saying like, oh no, you're not, saying like, oh no, you're nothing, you can't do anything to me, like, you're not powerful at all, you can't harm me. The guy hopped on his motorcycle, and on the way home, he told the doll to do its worst to him. And on the way home, he was in a car wreck and died in a motorcycle accident. So that is really, really freaky. And it will sit on, it gets down, sits on the register. I didn't know that. I will definitely have to take a look into that. I didn't know that at all. So I will look into that. Thank you for that, Skinwalker Millie. I will take a look into that because I didn't know that. But yeah, it is in the case at the museum right now. You can still visit it, but I mean, these things are scary, so just give them the respect they deserve. If you go visit it, don't taunt them, don't be rude to them. Just give these things the respect that they deserve, and all that stuff. So next off, I would like to see. Let me see, Skinwalker Millie. Let me see, or Anna. Is Anna still here? She might be. Which one should I talk about next? I'm thinking maybe either Tranquil. Now, what's the status on ventriloquist dummies? Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, Skinwalker Millie, that's a good one. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no. Are you like a specific ventriloquist dummy in particular, or just ventriloquist dummies in general? Because I don't know if I know any haunted ventriloquist dolls, to be honest. I mean, I know there's some out there. Yes, but yeah. He's in England. Do you know his name? Skinwalker, do you know his name at all? Oh, fuck, that one. Okay, I forgot his name. Skinwalker. Is it the one of the old man? Is it this one? Is this him? Yeah, okay. That is not a ventriloquist dummy, actually. That is a marionette. I mean, there is a difference, but I mean, that's why I was so confused. Oh, Slappy the doll from Slappy the ventriloquist dummy from Goosebumps. Oh god, he's for another time. But yes, I didn't know his name. I didn't know that one had a name, but that marionette. He's an old man doll. He's an old man marionette, and apparently his name is Robbie. I did not know he had a name. So thank you for clearing that up. He's in this case at this one haunted doll collector's house because his old owner said it woke up and it tried to choke the owner out. So similar to Annabelle, two dolls that tried to choke their owner out in a row. So this one was in a case, and the new owner set cameras up, and the doll was trying to get out. You could see like the little marionette handle that you use to make the doll dance or whatever. It was tapping on the door of the handle that you use to make the doll dance or whatever. It was tapping on the door of the case. Tapping on the door of the case. So it's really creepy. And apparently she still has it in her haunted doll collection today. I don't know if her collection is open for public viewing or not, but she does post pictures. Skinwalker Millie or Anna. If you're Anna, are you still here? I don't know. But Skinwalker Millie, is she the same lady that owns Peggy? Because if she is, I'm going to get into her next. Own Peggy. Or Millie or Anna. If you're Anna, are you still here? I don't know. But Skinwalker Millie, is she the same lady that owns Peggy? Because if she is, I'm going to get into her next. Does the person that owned Robbie own Peggy as well? All right, let's hear it, Skinwalker Millie. But does... Oh, okay. But Skinwalker Millie is the lady that owns... Because I know the lady who owns Peggy is British too, so they kind of look similar if that's the case. So I'm trying to put two and two together here. Regardless, I'm going to talk about Peggy now. So there's this doll, and eventually she got, when looking at the doll's picture or video, they threw in the doll, they threw up, they felt like really heavy in their chest pains, headaches, migraines, nauseous, all this stuff. And sometimes when they even try to close out a picture of the doll, the computer would freeze and it would not let them get out of the picture of the doll.